The Lenovo K4 Note is the successor to the hugely popular K3 Note. Lenovo has completely overhauled the design of the K4 Note when compared to the K3. The phone now has an upgraded MediaTek processor and 3GB of RAM. The question is, should you buy the K4 Note? Well, let's find out. This is Raj Tech and you're watching my review for the Lenovo Vibe K4 Note. Before we begin, let's do a quick unboxing as well. Opening the box, we are greeted by the phone itself. The phone looks and feels a lot more premium in the hand than what the price tag suggests. Lenovo has provided a free screen protector. It's not tempered glass, but it's free and free stuff is always nice. We also have a plastic protective case bundled in. The case should provide good durability for the phone. In my opinion, it's really great from Lenovo to provide free accessories in the box. Moving on, we have some paperwork and warranty information. Here is a look at the SAR values of the phone. The wall charger provided is a fast charger and has a rating of 5 watts and 2 amperes. The USB cable feels sturdy and of high quality. Now let's look at the phone itself. The K4 Note is a complete design departure from the usual Lenovo phones and follows a design language which is more relevant with the Motorola phones. The phone, although made of plastic completely, feels really sturdy and has a fantastic in-hand feel. The phone is also comfortable to hold with just one hand despite the large 5.5-inch screen size. The company has added a soft touch pack which gives a good grip to the rear panel during regular usage. The K4 Note has metal-like frames on the sides that give the device a durable feel. On the back of the phone, we have the secondary noise-cancelling microphone, followed by the 13-megapixel rear camera, a fingerprint scanner with dual-tone LED flash towards the right. This is followed by some Lenovo and Dolby Atmos branding. The back cover of the phone is removable and houses the 3300 mAh battery, an NFC chip and 2 SIM card slots, out of which one is a hybrid slot, which means you can either use it for a SIM or a microSD card. The phone allows you to boost the storage up to 128GB. Also, both the SIM card slots support 4G. The right hand side of the phone consists of the power button and the volume keys, which are quite tactile and responsive. The top of the phone has the port for the standard 3.5mm headphone jack. In my brief testing, I found the output via the earphones was top-notch. The primary noise cancelling microphone and the micro USB port is located at the bottom. The front of the phone has a 5-megapixel camera, an LED notification light, and 3 capacitive buttons for recent apps, home and back options, which are not backlit. The Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protected screen is a 5.5 inches Full HD panel with front-facing speakers on either side. Talking about the screen, it's a beautiful Full HD IPS LCD panel which produces crisp and bright colors at a PPI of 403. The display is not as saturated and eye-pleasing as the AMOLED panels found on the Nexus 6P or the Samsung phones, but it's still pretty good for a 1080p screen. The display pumps out 450 nits of brightness, which makes the screen fairly legible in direct sunlight. Lenovo also gives you an option to adjust the display color balance as per your liking. A comfort mode is also present, which apparently protects your eyes when you're using the phone for long periods. All in all, the front-facing speakers, coupled with the beautiful screen, make for an awesome media watching experience. Here is an example of the sound produced by the front-facing speakers. In my opinion, it's at par with the speakers on the Nexus 6P. The K4 Note is powered by the 64-bit MediaTek MT6753 Octa-core processor, Mali T720-MP3 GPU, coupled with 3GB of RAM. This is a minor upgrade from the K3 Note. The user interface though is quite different from the one on the K3. This time around, the K4 Note runs on a light version of the Vibe UI based on Android 5.1 Lollipop. Right from the icon size to the app drawer, it's quite eminent that Lenovo has designed this UI keeping stock Android in mind. Lenovo has also added few nifty features like Quick Snap, which allows you to take a picture with press of the volume keys while the screen is off. Drawing a C from the top edge of the screen to the bottom edge triggers the one-handed micro screen. Features like double tap to wake up screen and flip to sleep are also present. The fingerprint sensor can also be used as a home button, while a double tap on the sensor can be set to launch the multitasking app tray. Talking about the fingerprint sensor, I must say I'm really impressed. The setting up process was really easy and the accuracy rate was close to 90%. The only downside is that you can add a maximum of 2 fingerprints only. It's not a deal breaker, but I believe Lenovo should have at least allowed to add 4 fingerprints. Overall, I was really impressed that Lenovo has managed to provide such a great fingerprint sensor in this price point category. Lenovo has also provided a theme center which lets you tweak the general look and feel of the UI. This is all good and great to have, but how does the phone perform in day-to-day usage? Well, in my testing, I noticed that the phone handled all the multitasking and switching from one app to another pretty easily without any lag. There was some occasional lag when I was downloading apps in the background or when trying to close a few apps at once, but that was few and far between. Gaming performance on the phone was average at best. Although the gaming performance improved a lot after a software update pushed out by Lenovo, I still noticed a little bit of lag when playing heavy games like Asphalt 8 and Nova 3. Don't get me wrong, the games are still playable, but not as smooth as I would like them to be. Please subscribe to my channel as I'll upload my gaming review pretty soon. The K4 Note has a beefy 3300 mAh battery, which should easily last you for one full working day. In my testing, I got a screen on time of approximately 4.5 hours consistently for the 4 days that I've been using this phone as my primary device. The idle drain though was a bit of a problem, as I lost close to 10% battery during my sleep. This, however, can be somewhat fixed by disabling app background data from the settings menu. The phone also supports quick charging. I was able to get a full charge from 0 to 100% in about 2 hours and 15 minutes. The Lenovo K4 Note has a 13 megapixel autofocus rear camera with dual tone LED flash and 5 megapixel front camera. There is no optical image stabilization present. The rear camera is a f2.2 ISOCELL sensor with PDAF fast focus. The autofocus and shutter speed are pretty good and impressive. The rear 13 megapixel camera can also take some really crisp and detailed photos in bright daylight, but tends to struggle a bit in low light conditions. The HDR mode can fix this to an extent, but still, low light photography is very mediocre. The rear camera also lets you shoot in panorama, and there's a bunch of effects you can apply to your photos. The front-facing 5 megapixel camera is a decent performer as well. It can take some detailed shots in good lighting conditions, but like the rear camera, it tends to struggle in low light conditions. This stands true for video quality as well. The digital stabilization, however, works really well when recording video from the rear camera. Both the front and rear cameras can also record in full HD. I will have some sample footage at the end of this video recorded with the front and rear facing camera. Meanwhile, here are a few sample shots taken from the cameras of the K4 Note. The phone comes with 16 GB of internal memory, which can be expanded further up to 128 GB. Although I wish it came with more internal storage, the good thing is that you can easily move your apps to the SD card, and USB OTG is also supported. The Lenovo K4 Note is priced at Rs 12,000 in India. At this price, it's a fantastic smartphone both visually and physically. The front-facing speakers, the awesome screen, and the good battery life are the standout features of this phone. Although the average camera and the mediocre gaming performance are a bit of a letdown, I still believe at this price point, the K4 Note is a great offering. Okay guys, this video is getting recorded from the rear camera of the Lenovo K4 Note. I'm walking at a normal pace here to check the video stabilization. Let's try a tap to focus as well. Let's pan around to see how it adjusts to different exposure conditions. Okay, now I'm recording from the front-facing camera of the Lenovo K4 Note. Let's see how it adjusts to different exposure conditions. Hi guys, thanks for watching that video. Please subscribe to my channel if you liked what you saw. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and I'll see you in the next one.